Bible. Hi everyone, my name is Christine and I have two lines here, and it's Mom's Making Bank, and then the other one, which is my private one, is called Social Marketing Wizards, and I have a phenomenal wizard here with us today, and this is Chelsa Cohen. And I'm so honored, Chelsea, that you've come and joined me, because I'm not as strong as you, but it's fabulous to surround yourself with people that are, above you, and then they can always help you in many ways. And you have a great
Yes.
program with your husband. You predominantly work with your husband, is that correct?
Ari.
Ari, you predominantly work with him, because I met you a couple of years ago when you were on the big stage, when we were looking in Vegas at Amazon,
Yes.
and you were up on the stage. And then I met you again with Joy Packard. And at that time, it was a little smaller venue. It
Oh,
was
yes.
very intimate. And I got a little bit more out of that, because all the razzle dazzle of the big podium for me when I was brand new was great. I got a lot of energy to be able to go forward, but you kind of lose quite a bit of that information in a week, especially with the gray matter of
Mm-hmm.
me being a little older. But I got far more out of you from you, sorry for my verbiage, when we were on the
No.
smaller intimate stage. So I met you as having badass business builders, and
Yes.
you were researching products and doing copywriting. So I don't have a ton of questions for you. I just want you to elaborate and tell your story. Can we get right on that?
Mhm. Yeah, sure. And thank you so much for thinking of me and inviting me on. I'm excited to be able to share with your audience, especially the women. I am, being a woman in the entrepreneurial space and in Amazon has been important to me, and I never thought that it would be. I found that to be very interesting. I grew up with brothers. I was never, very strong, neo-feminist. I believed in the feminist movement, but not the neo-feminist movement. So I believe that we are, I believe that we are already empowered, and we don't need to take our power. We already have it. So there, in terms of, I never thought I would be very into pushing women in entrepreneurship, because I always just assumed that we already had that power. But the interesting thing that I found was I actually had to take it more than I thought I did. So I found that very, very interesting. So I'm very glad to be talking on, your show, it being Mom's Making Bank, because that is something that I did have to face. That was surprising to me. I'm, in business with my husband. And so the thing that kind of happened was people assumed that I was kind of on the side, that they automatically assume that the man is kind of running things. And it's actually very interesting. And my husband will tell you this, it's the opposite with us.
I
I'm
noticed it was the
I'm
opposite with you. From the very
yeah.
first moment I met you, you walked on
Mm-hmm.
the stage first. He was kind of coming after you. I mean, you were together, but I could tell. And when we were at the smaller one, I could tell right away, because you were the one that was telling us about the copywriting and the bullet points and that sort of thing. My vision is to help people eliminate their fears. And I've written a book, actually, that I'm still trying to process a bit, as an editor, on slaying your own dragons. And as I'm in the retirement age, I am so excited about learning how to do all of these sort of things. So I want people to eliminate their fears and supercharge themselves. And you've got that
Yeah.
energy to do that, which I love.
Awesome. Thank you.
So
Yeah. And
tell
I
us
think
how you
that's
research.
important.
Yes, it is important, and I don't
Yeah.
know if it's a male thing. I mean, I was raised very subserviently, because I'm European extraction, but I don't, and I did what I was told. I never got in trouble or anything like that, but I've always had my own inner strength, so I never had to fight with anybody. They could do what
Yeah.
they want, and if you don't want to join along, go your own way. That's okay. But if you want to strive and go forward together, I am inclusive, and you are inclusive. and bringing everybody
Mm-hmm.
along for this magnificent ride, really. So where are you focusing on right now, Chelsea?
Yeah. So right now, I mean, I guess the place that I like to live is in helping people. That's always been kind of a primary focus for my husband and myself, just something that's come naturally. So right now, we've got our own Amazon business, but we've been consulting as well. And I have found since, 2017, a little bit before 2017, I think with 2017 was the time that you saw me speak. First, I realized that, I have a background as a writer. And so I realized that I was doing something with writing on Amazon that other people weren't doing and getting, really good results. And I shared it. And it's one of those things where you just assume, oh, everybody's doing it. And then you realize, no, there's something special about what you're doing. And, you only learn that by sharing. And so when I shared and people started getting results, I've now started doing, over the past 2 years, doing copywriting. And I had taken a little bit of time off. I was doing copywriting on the side, but just recently went out and did some speaking engagements and have just gotten kind of inundated with a lot of copywriting, and getting back to that creative side of writing has been really, really nice to experience. And so I am, what's that?
It is so, I'm sorry for the delay.
Yeah.
It is so time consuming. And I want people to realize as well, what the honest truth is that when you first start this out, you think, boom, it's done in a week, because it's easy to just get on Amazon. But if you want to diverse, like on Shopify or on Facebook ads or doing your own podiums, and writing,
Yeah.
editing takes a lot of time and energy. How many hours do you think you put in a day?
So for copywriting, because there's a lot of research that goes into it, one listing will take me from start to finish, could be 4 or 5 hours of researching. And we're talking about, in terms of word count, we're talking about like less than 1,000 words that you're writing in the end. But to get one listing done right, you have to research the competitors. You have to see what their negative reviews are. You have to see what keywords are being used, what keywords are going to be best for the product, how to work those keywords into the Amazon listing. And then and that's all stuff that many people do, but the differences in what I do is to take and make it something where you're actually communicating to a person. A lot of people can do the keywords and then they write about the product, but they're not really talking to a person, and they want to make sure that the Amazon algorithm is happy. When someone types in my product, it shows up and then they can buy it. And that's all they really care about, because they think there's been a lot of smart marketers. We're talking software CEOs, guys doing, 8 figures, people who get up there and they say nobody reads bullet points, and I've been to events where there are 3,000 people, brand new and seasoned people alike, sitting in an audience, when a huge seller gets up there and says nobody reads bullet points. And it drives me crazy, because now you got 3,000 people who are going to say, well, nobody reads bullet points, so I'm just going to make it, so that Amazon can find it. I'm going to, put my keywords in there, and I'm going to make it sound adequate. And everyone's writing adequate copy for Amazon, and they're missing out on a lot of sales, because the fact is, if no one's reading bullet points, it's because you messed up somehow. Because if you've got a person who changes just their bullet points and can go from, basically, some of my students taking my techniques have gone from 15% conversion to 40% conversion to 50% conversion. And you can't tell me that no one reads bullet points when you've got a change like that is, more than double what they were getting before.
When
And
I met
then, but then
you,
you say no one reads.
sorry, Chelsea. When I met you with Joy Packard and you were saying that sort of thing, I went into bullet points. I'm not perfected, but
Mhm.
I don't know what my percentage was, but I did gain faster results, faster sales, I guess, instead of sitting
Yeah,
there. And
yeah.
so you teach this program, right? You teach this in podiums, or do you teach it as well online like this?
I have some free online content at my website, badassbusinessbuilders.org. I have a free website, and it teaches, one of the videos on that website, it's a free membership website, teaches that first speech that I did in Las Vegas is up there. I have now developed other techniques that I'm just starting to do master classes on. I'm just doing my first one about 10 days from now. I'm doing my first one on that. I have spoken in at events, smaller events. It's not something that I'm going to offer to in big on big platforms. Like, I'll never talk about certain techniques on stage where there are 3,000 people there. It has to be like 100 people or less, like small, or small masterminds. Because there are certain things that if everybody knew them, then they would not be as effective. But right now, there are a lot of people asleep at the wheel when it comes to copywriting. So those techniques become a lot more powerful. So I reserve those things. And one of the things is handling the exact reason that you have these millionaire sellers get up there and say, people don't read bullet points. I've decoded exactly why they're saying that, what it is about the copywriting that is causing that to happen, and what to do instead to make it so that the people are actually reading bullet points. And the thing is that the technique that is causing people to say people don't read bullet points is a technique that's prevalent throughout the entire industry. $3,000 courses are teaching this technique as the way to do it. And you go on any professional listing and they're doing it that way, and others are copying that pattern. So it's a specific technique that everybody is using. That is the reason that people don't read the bullet points. So I teach about that technique and how to change, how to adapt your technique to actually have people reading your bullet points. It's the one thing that makes bullet points completely ineffective, and my training teaches that. So yeah, I just started offering. I'm going to be offering a master class on that every once in a while.
Okay, so you're going to have a venue where people can come and sit with you and Ari, and you'll discuss this. Are you going to record it as well?
Yeah, so the master class will be an online master class.
Oh,
so it's something that you can sign up for online, and I'll deliver it virtually using a Zoom or using the same type of software that we're using now.
Excellent. And so how do people get to join in with you to do that? Will you send me a link so that other people might be able to at least, or do they just go to BadAss Business Builders and it will be announced there?
Yeah, I can grab the link here. Let me see. Kind of a long link, but let me get over here and drop it in the chat. And yeah, and so you can when you send this out, you can send it out with a link as well.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. That's great. So now when you're researching products, are you going all over the world to research products? Because that's what you're really gifted at doing as well, isn't it? Getting the suppliers, sourcing.
We normally use some, we can use sourcing agents or other companies that can help us out. Alibaba is another place for researching products. We don't do as much traveling to research products personally. We have a good friend of ours who does trips to China. We just haven't. We've gone once. But we just like working with the company that we've been working with, which they've
So was
found
this
us.
Elena that you went with to China?
Yes,
Yeah, I
Athena.
did too. I
Athena.
thought
China,
that
China
was so
Magic.
good. I loved it there.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's still doing it or not. Is she?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's doing it with she's joined up with Dan Ashburn
Okay.
recently, and they're doing those now.
Well, you got a lot of information and met a lot of people as well, even and
Yeah.
the manufacturers when you went there. But she really, really gave so much information. For
Yeah.
me, not being as strong at that point, I just wanted to go to China with some like-minded people and source a little
Mhm.
bit. But boy, she had us working late at night, early in the morning. It was phenomenal. I should get in touch with her
Yeah.
again. Yeah. Um, so so you get her to source for you a little bit now, or somebody?
Um, we have a trading company out in China that sources for us. Yeah.
And you met that because of Elena.
We met her. We found her. She got our first product. She was the broker for our first product. So we've been working with her for 5 years now. Yeah.
Oh, excellent,
Yeah.
excellent.
But when we went to China, we were able to actually meet her in person. And then after that, we were able to negotiate better pricing. So the China trip was able to give us the ability to negotiate after having a face-to-face with our representative. We were able to then negotiate better prices.
Yes, that's it. That's part of it, isn't it? So tell me about, so that's how you source, is really just from China, or do you go all over the world?
We're trying to branch out now. We're going to be looking to see if we can source some of our products in other countries. Right now, the China tariffs are horrendous. They're really bad. So our business has definitely been feeling it. About a year ago, we were paying 0 duties on our product. Our product was not being charged duties at all. By October of last year, we got hit with 10% duties. And then last month, we got hit with 25% duties. So we're paying 25% on our cost of goods. It's been tough. So we need to be able to source outside of China, especially because of what's happening right now.
I just found
a lot of stuff is
manufacturer. I'm in Canada. And where are you located exactly? Sorry, I am trying to source someone in Canada as well as in the United States, partly because I was doing drop shipping after I had three products that I had FBA on, but I was not moving the product. I was too new to buy that much at that point. And so then I had it at home and was going to just source, like be able to ship it faster. And then I did drop shipping, and it took a long time to get a product. So I needed to speed that up a little bit, right? So you don't do drop shipping, do you?
No, not right now. No, our primary, sources of income and focuses are Amazon, consulting, and then, well, it's not a source of income, but soon, it is time that we spend, but right now we're also developing a software as a service business for Amazon sellers. So that's not quite producing too much income right now. It's a lot of paying developers, but we're just about to launch, and it's an inventory management software. So those are kind of, between all of those, that takes a lot of our focus. But I really like working with others, like, do the consulting stuff. And I like working in other people's businesses, seeing how, other people are operating, how we might help them to improve things as well. So that's kind of what we've been, doing, is being able to see that we've got something we can help people with, get them to increase their sales. And, I see it as a gift to be able to, help to contribute in that way. Because there are a lot of good people with a lot of, really great products. And if we can, the more people that we can help, the more impact that we have, I think, on the planet, because, you know, I could only do so much, but if I'm able to help other people to do more, be able to quit their jobs, be able to, you know, go on vacation with their families, those types of things, like that's, you know, that's when you know that you're doing something, not just selling widgets on Amazon.
Laptop will travel. That's what I always say. Have a
Yeah,
laptop,
exactly.
will travel. And you can keep working when,
Yeah.
you know, a little bit less maybe when you're on vacation, but you can still touch base in the morning and again at night, have a little Zoom call,
Yep.
and everything's good to go. I love that. Okay,
Yeah.
so most of the places that you want people to contact you is at badassbusinessbuilders.org.
.org. Yep. That's
But you
right.
also have a Facebook page.
Uh-huh.
And that's the same
Yeah.
name. Is that right?
BadAss Business Builders. Yep, that's right.
Okay. So it's always that name, and people can always contact you and chime in and find out more about what you're doing and follow you along and then take your courses if that's
Yes.
And I felt that from you, that you were very giving, and both of you very giving and open, even to the newer people. And then, but you've also got a lot of information for people that have already been in the business for a while and have perfected. Correct? Yes, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, I don't want to take a lot of your time because you are a busy woman. And so, so your 3-month plan right now is to get this software up, or how long do you think that will take?
Yeah, so the software, we're in a paid beta. So we've got some members that are paying a very reduced rate. They'll always get that same rate, no matter how big the software grows, no matter how big their business grows. And so they're in there, and they've been giving us a lot of feedback. And we've got one additional, we call them our boulders, you know, these big boulders we have to get over. So we have our one big boulder, which is we're revising our forecasting formula. And once we do that, that should be by the end of the month. And then we'll do another launch. So, you know, another round of launches is going to be a little bit more expensive, but than this first one, the cost will be a little bit higher. But we'll launch it to select groups of people using some of the influencers that we know in the Amazon space, get more people in there. And then once, you know, any additional bugs are ironed out, you know, we'll launch it fairly broadly, which should probably, be, you know, end of the year, beginning of next year. Is what our plan is for that. So that's our plan on that. And then I've just been, you know, seeing the opportunity of being able to help people with copywriting and really pushing on, I really need to do a course. So developing this course was this masterclass was a start. And so I'm working on, you know, how can I really, you know, do the most with this copywriting thing, because I do enjoy it, and being able to get out of the operations a little bit and get into, you know, more of the creative side of, you know, doing the writing and the brand awareness stuff is what I've been, you know, having fun doing.
That's terrific. That is really terrific. I should probably let you go. Not that I couldn't go on and talk to you for a long time. It's just that I've had you, and you're such a busy woman. And I thank you so much for coming on Mom's Making Bank and Social Wizards. Social Marketing Wizards is where I'm going now, so that I can talk to you at different times. And when you launch, I hope you'll come back on, even just for a few minutes, to share this information on where you would like to go, and I will put it out there as well.
Yes, I'd love to. Thank
you.
you.
Send me the links that I could attach to this. I know you sent me one.
Yes.
Or any of the links that you have. Have you written a book yourself, Chelsea?
I have not yet. No. I need to develop some sort of a something. I need to develop something for Amazon, I think. But yeah, I haven't gotten to the point of being able to get that done.
You have to enjoy some life in between, right? It's not all about work. That's it. Well, thank you very much, Chelsa Cohen, for coming on with me today.
Yes.
And any other information that anyone wants to ask of Chelsea, she'll respond to you quickly. So please, thank you for coming on our show today, and touch base soon. Bye for now.
Yeah.